Yes, sir. We're here. We're back. I got a light for all y'all that was whining and complaining. TPJ, it's so dark. I finally took the light from the studio, so we're here. We're live.
It's also daytime finally, which
I mean, it's always daytime when I'm shooting at my house. It's just that like I got these big windows. If the windows open, it's the exposure thing. Whatever. We here. We live. We back. Semi new intro, new branding, all that stuff coming very soon. But hopefully y'all like the new one that we got. Little for now. But what's good, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling, bro. No complaints. No complaints.
Shout out to you, Kevin Smith. He said, "What up? I needed this at work." Shout out to all y'all that listen, that follow, that watch while y'all at work. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Man, it's funny because even after we did that happy hour, it was like mad fights.
Yo, it was like 14 NBA
Yeah,
fights.
G, it's been mad
second
stuff
half.
going on in the NBA. So I mean, I don't know. I know we didn't talk about topic list before the show, but I'll let you lead off on the topic list. For everyone who's asking where Joel is, I have told y'all a million times. Joel is tending to the youth. All right. So when Joel is done
Call to you.
tending, and when
Call to
Joel is done tending to the youth, Joe will be back on the pod. Most likely next Monday he'll be back and he'll start being back more regularly. But Joe coaches youth sports, so rather than spend his time talking shit and drinking with us, he been actually doing something that's making a difference. So shout out to Joe. Huge round of applause for Joe. He'll be back soon, and I'm glad y'all missed Joe. Because y'all gave Joel shit when he took over for me at first. Y'all was in the comments for weeks being mean as hell to him. Now y'all ask where he at all the time. That's how I know y'all be fake. But shout out to my guy Joel, man. He'll be back soon.
Lady friend, she had like checked out our pod and she had went to the Call to Youth episode. She's like, yo, she was funny as hell.
Oh, she did. That's
Y'all
funny as hell.
made that man call kids. I knew that he was talking about when y'all made
Shit.
him call the kids.
He had to. He
Call
was
to you.
lying. G,
Call to you.
nobody was saying Jason Tatum was the prototype. Did you see that
see-
video? Yeah.
Mellow
talking
Whip,
about-
Mellow
yeah.
Yeah.
Gee, like nobody said.
Nobody says
Man
Tatum.
said
It's
Tatum,
Paul
bro.
George. It's Paul George. But I mean, if you want to just talk about the intensity of like the second half, I mean, even like I think one of the best games of the year was last night, the Cavs Mavericks game. That game was.
I did not
fire.
watch that game. Actually,
I watched that game.
I was
watched
working.
that game all the way here and all the way back, front to back. I watched that game. I watched every second of it. Fire game. I think that just the intensity of the season. Obviously, as you mentioned, we're not really. It's not really the halfway point. It's basically the final stretch. It's like the last 25 games. So teams are really trying to like get into form and get into motion. And again, I think that when you look at the season and when you look at the league this year, I think it's kind of wide open, especially like the Western Conference. Like I don't think there's any true. I mean, I think you would maybe say Denver is the favorite just because obviously they're the
champions.
50 champions, and it's not like they lost really anything besides like Bruce Brown and stuff like that. But I mean, I think they can be beat. I think they're pretty much any team, especially in the Western Conference. The East, I think we have a more clear kind of picture about. I think the top two teams.
It's funny. I actually kind of disagree with that, but we can talk about that. I want to specifically talk about the East race a little later, but you can finish.
I mean, even with how the Bucks have been playing. The Bucks have been playing a little bit better recently. Now, granted, obviously, last night they played the Hornets. The Hornets are a team that probably
play the Hornets. They play the Hornets the next game again. So they'll definitely get to 4 in a row, and then they have another week matchup, and then they play the Clippers on the 4th in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
so that's when I'm really going to look and see if they're real, if I can judge them properly when they play the Clippers. If they
play them twice in 2 weeks, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but the first one is on the road. I mean, I'm sorry, but the first one for the Clippers is on the road. I'm looking at that as being a test for the Clippers and for the Bucks as to like, can I believe in them? Because even seeing the Clippers last week when I saw them in person versus the Kings, I still got a lot of doubts, even though PG wasn't there. But you can continue.
Yeah. So I just think the season's coming in full swing, and again, I just think that the basketball that we're getting now is kind of indicative of the fact that all the teams pretty much realize it's go time at this point. But what you think? You say you disagree with me on what? You disagree with me about the Eastern Conference?
I disagree with you about the Eastern Conference, but you let me know which one you would prefer to talk about first, the East or the West.
East is fine.
For me personally, and we'll get to everybody's comments, and actually I'll start with this one. Tatum is my favorite player, but yeah, the kids don't exactly. You don't hear that one. So we're gonna start with that one, Joel. But no, if I'm being honest about the East, everybody says that the East is like open and closed or closed and shut because the Celtics are gonna be so dominant. But I don't believe in them. If they like the Clippers to me, show me you can do it. Show it to me. Even with Harden this year, I've called him small game James for a long time. And ever since I met him, I've retired that name because I met him in person and like outside of a basketball setting, and he was a nice guy, very kind. Retired the nickname. But they're going to need big game James to step up in the playoffs. And the Celtics going to need big game Tatum to play like big game Tatum the whole playoffs. I don't need 4 good series. I'm sorry. I don't need 4 good series. I need 4 great series. I don't need 3 great series or 3 legendary series and then 30% in the finals. Even for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is on my fantasy team. Do you know the level of frustration that I have had this year having Jaylen Brown on my fantasy team? Now listen, he'll give you like 22 fantasy points a night, but he really should be giving you 26. He's not rebounding enough. He doesn't shoot the ball efficiently enough. He's not hitting enough threes. And honestly, to me, he should be having more steals and blocks a game just in general. Jaylen Brown, to me, plays like, I'll put it this way. When Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were together in Golden State, I feel like Klay played up to his fullest potential. And his fullest potential was getting them 1 ring and losing in 7 versus LeBron because he was not great enough for them to be that supremely better than everyone else. And Steph Curry, although he was a god and he had just won unanimous MVP, he's like a mini god. Like now he's like a certified top 10 all-time god. When that happened, he was like borderline top 15. Now he's certified arguably in that. What do you mean?
Top 15.
Would you
2015?
No. I said after he won the unanimous MVP.
He wasn't top 15.
He was. They were just coming off the ring. They made it back to the finals. Yes, he was. He was top 15. He was top 15.
He was top 15.
Because honestly,
it's all love. Keep going. It's all love.
Because to me, the rings he got with Kevin didn't put him in that category to me. They just helped make his case even stronger for getting near 10. And then when he won a ring without Kevin and did it with Klay was still a shell of himself, that's when I really was like, all right, Steph really a top 10 guy. But to me, Jaylen Brown's peak is higher than Klay Thompson's peak. So, no, stop. You're lying.
No, I really don't know about that.
His peak, no, not yet. But I mean, like his peak could be. You're a liar.
I really don't know about that. I'm dead serious. I really do not know about that. What does he defensively do better?
Jaylen Brown, 3-time All-Star, all-time second rookie team. Huh?
Jaylen Brown's a better athlete.
Better scorer. Klay never averaged 26 in a year. Better rebounder.
He's a better rebounder.
Talking about?
I don't think he's a
better
defender.
defender.
I don't think he's a better defender. I do. And hold on, wait. You know me. I am somebody who thinks that Klay Thompson's defense is a little bit overstated by people. But I don't think he's a better defender than I think that in theory. I think that with Jaylen Brown, a lot of things are in theory. I also think that, yes, he scores 26 points a night, but it's nowhere near as efficient as the 22 Klay was giving you.
I would argue that. I would argue against that because their buckets come in completely different ways. Klay's buckets coming off screens. Jaylen Brown is actually creating and generating offense. But even with that being said, my whole point is Jaylen Brown has not even played up to a level at which you think he's better than Klay Thompson, even though if you looking at it, he's 27, 3-time All-Star already. He only got like how many All-Stars Klay made? Actually, I might be being disrespectful. Maybe. Klay has made 5 All-Stars, and he's a 2-time All-NBA third team. Actually, he was all defense second team. Okay. So Jaylen Brown
Klay has never taken as many shots a night as Jaylen Brown.
He hasn't.
No, the year Jaylen Brown averaged. No, I swear to God, the year Jaylen Brown averaged 26, he took 20.6 shots. The most shots Klay has taken in the season is 18.
He only took 18. I don't believe that.
I swear to God, it's 18. He's shooting threes. Like how many? He's shooting threes, and that was 2 years ago when KD was gone. Literally, 18 is the most he's taken.
Okay, yeah, you're right. 18.1. Yeah, you're right.
Like, no, I don't I think there's so many things with Jaylen Brown are actually just in theory.
But
I think that we look at Jaylen Brown.
But this is my whole. But you missing my point. You actually arguing on my behalf. Because to me, I need to see 4 consistent rounds of greatness from Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and no one else. Not one single other individual, not one other person on that Boston Celtics team matters, because they're all stop. They're all others. And no, stop. Because even last year, when Grant Williams subpar finals, Jason Tatum was hot garbage in the finals. Had he just been average,
decent, they would have
won.
They would have won.
Had Jaylen Brown been great, they would have won. He was good. Tatum was below average. So the other guys never mattered.
That's not true, because this
year that's not true. No. The other guys never mattered. They never mattered.
Hold on, wait,
stop. Because you're not gonna tell me after you dog Jason Tatum and you spent you have spent the past 18 months on a Jason Tatum slander campaign.
Yes. But listen, there's a difference between winning the NBA Finals and the difference between getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think that they have a much better team all around this year than what they had last year. For instance, right, you at least have Drew Holiday now. Derek White, I think, has took his game up to a whole nother level than what it even was last year. I also think that Marcus Smart isn't as good of a player, especially offensively. Maybe defensively, maybe he's comparable, but definitely offensively, he's not the same guy as Drew Holiday. And you do have a whole Kristaps Porzingis, who, again, people just act like Kristaps Porzingis can't play the game of basketball. That's a real 20 points. That's a real guy who's 7'3" and can shoot 40% from the 3-point line. That's a real 2 blocks a game. So, no, like, granted, I do think that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum need to play, again, up to at least their standard. They at least need to have – Tatum can't go out there and shoot 30% from the field. Like, he just taking too many shots to shoot.
So I'm right? So I'm right? So I'm right?
No.
I'm not going to let you get away with – no, I'm not going to let you – I'm not going to let you get away with this, because you spent the past 18 months talking him for the same things that I'm saying right now, and now you're telling me that I have played better. You are full of it.
No,
full of it, bro. No, go ahead. But you're full of it. You're full of it.
It was the verbiage you used. Come back on screen. You said nobody else on this team matters. I vehemently disagree with that.
They don't matter.
I disagree with you.
They don't matter, bro.
I disagree with you.
If Jason Tatum, so if Jason Tatum,
he can't shoot 30%. Fuck no. No, but he don't need to have 4 legendary series. He can't shoot 30% though. 30% is, but hold on, wait. There's a difference between shooting fucking 30% in the NBA Finals and being legendary. There is a lot of space in between the two. If he would have shot 40%, they would have fucking won. He shot 30.
I'm not rocking with that. That's an excuse. I'm not rocking with that. That's an excuse.
No,
you're giving me excuses right now.
I think with Tatum, why I was so mad at him was he didn't even play regular bad. He played all time bad. If he
that was a generational stinker.
If he would have played regular bad in the finals, I swear to God they would have won. He played all time bad. He shot 30%. He was taking 20 shots and was shooting 30%. You know how many misses that is? If he would have shot 40, they would have won. That was my thing with Tatum. So, he was
taking 20 shots and making 6.
30, like, gee, what the fuck? You know how much that hurts your team?
Gee, if it's 5 games, you shoot 100 shots, bro. You fucking made 30 of them, G.
That was my issue. Not the thing. Like, he played that's
my whole point. You gotta show it to me, big fella.
He gotta play better than that. Yes, he gotta play better than that.
Anyways,
but no, like even when I do,
go ahead, my bad. Okay.
When I look at the East, like, do you believe in a team like Cleveland? I'm just asking the question. Listen,
I gotta add the you do good dope thing to this thing, bro.
And here is why I'm asking. I think
here it is.
You do good dope. You do good dope. You do good dope.
No, who's the best player on that team? He's gonna win them a championship. With all due respect, I can't even hear you. Why you sound? What happened? What happened to your mic? Oh, you kind of went out for a second.
Championship. I didn't say anything about a championship, but I do think that they
In order to win the East, they have to win the Western Conference trophy and championship and get an MVP. So you're telling me you see one Donovan Mitchell standing there on the motherfucking podium accepting the goddamn Bill Russell, or is it the Bill Russell, or I mean, what's the one for the East?
It might be. I don't think it's the Bill Russell was the finals.
Or is it Dr. J? What's the East one?
It might be Dr. J.
Whatever. This is how irrelevant that award is.
But
my point is, you see them hoisting the Eastern Conference Finals trophy, and Donovan Mitchell standing there with, it's not happening, bro.
No,
let's wake up and return to reality. Cleveland is a cute story. I am happy for them. They are good, but they have no player that in any individual series can be better than Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, or Jimmy Butler. Period. End of story. Or Bam Adebayo.
I don't know about that.
You're lying.
You do good though. I don't know about that. First and foremost,
I'm so glad I got the sounds in there.
But my thing with Cleveland is I do think that even like a guy like Max Strus, I think he does add.
It's the Larry Bird trophy.
Larry Bird. I think that Max Strus, even just not granted, I may be drinking the Kool-Aid from last night when Max Strus, Max Strus is from the crib, Chicago legend.
Hold on, wait a minute. What is Max Strus doing?
No, I think that Max Strus can help just space the floor better for them.
To do what?
I mean, give Donovan more lanes to get to the rim. Give Garland more lanes to get to the rim. I do wonder about the two big combinations.
That you didn't answer. What is that gonna lead to?
I mean, I think they can at least get past the first round this season. At least get to the second round and make it difficult for somebody. I think at least. But no, even the Knicks, I think can make again. I think they can make a run at it. I think the Pacers can make a run at it. But I still think that when it's all said and done, I'm more sure about the two top teams in the East being the Celtics and the Bucks than I am about the two top teams in the West. I think the West has a lot to do with matchups, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, and to me personally, I think the Cavaliers can. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm the Bucks, I actually would rather stay where I'm at. Well, actually, no. It depends, because I haven't heard anything about Joel's knee.
Yeah, I don't know what Joel.
But if Joel's knee is shot for the season, if I'm the Bucks, we stand right where we at, big fella. We gonna smack them in the first round.
I don't even think the 76ers are gonna stay where they at. I think they headed for the play-in. I think that Indiana probably gets up to that.
I don't think Indiana does. I think Indiana has taken a step back since they got Siakam. I think they tried to gain some defense and some more front court playmaking so they could allow Miles Turner the ability to do what he needs to do. But what you really kind of see is that they don't even look the same team offensively. And to me, that's more of the issue for them than anything, because I'll put it this way.
To be fair, Hallie had missed some time. Mathurin had missed a couple games. They did have some injuries.
I'll say this. I think they messed up. They should have just put the ball in Benedict Matherin's hands. I've been saying this for 2 years. You can look up the tweets. He is going to be generational. They should have just put the ball.
No, it's strong.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's going to be generational.
It's going to be generational. But he's going to at least be a 3-time All-Star. That's a generational player.
That's not a generational player. A 3-time All-Star is not a fucking generational player.
It is.
No, it's not. G. We are moving. You do good though.
Stop. Three-time All-Stars come all the time?
That's not generational, G.
Okay, fine. Name me 3-time All-Stars that weren't a part of some of the greatest players of their generation. Lie to me.
Mitch Richmond.
He wasn't a part of the greatest players of the 90s?
Okay, fair. Steve Smith.
He wasn't a part of the greatest players of the 2000s.
No.
Of the 90s?
No. Greatest, no.
Steve
was really good, G.
He was part of setting the blueprint for these big fucking guards that be standing out there shooting.
He was really good.
All right,
that does not make you generational.
He won one of the best shooters of the 90s.
I don't think so. No.
All right. He's the only one I might give you. Continue.
We can name more.
No, keep going. I want to hear this. You're telling me I'm wrong. Continue.
I'm trying to think of 3-time All-Stars.
They don't just fall on trees.
I'm just trying to think of 3-time All-Stars.
And by the way, still 3-time. But my whole point is, a 3-time All-Star for him in Indiana is a generational player for the Pacers. Think about that. You got Halliburton on your team. That means another guy is going to get 3 All-Star nominations next to Halliburton.
That makes you get your jersey retired.
Exactly. So you got to be a fucking generational player to do that. Everybody. So everybody
Buck
getting
Williams
it.
is not a generational player. And
You
Buck
didn't
Williams.
even. All right, G. All right.
I just said Buck Williams.
All right.
He got his fucking jersey retired by the damn Nets.
I didn't say Hall of Fame players. I said generational players.
I think to be generational, you got to be in.
I don't know. I think you have to be one of the best players in a generation.
And that probably gets you in the Hall of Fame.
Chauncey Billups not in the Hall of Fame right now. He not one of the best players of that generation?
No.
He wasn't one of the best point guards of that generation?
He's not top 5.
That's not.
He's not.
Did I say
no?
top
5? The 2000s? Actually, no. No. Of the 2000s?
All
no,
right, let's
he's
do
not.
it right now. No. Actually, let's do it right now.
Nash.
No, wait. Old school.
Steve Nash.
Hold on, wait. Let's do it officially. Here we are. Who are your top 10 point guards of the 2000s? Now we get into old school hoops and brews. We got to get back to making lists, bro. Come on. No.
No. Listen,
Don't duck. No.
Jason Kidd.
If they play at least 6 years in the 2000s.
I need to. Jason Kidd. Well, no. Steve Nash is number 1. Jason Kidd, number 2. I'm gonna go.
And actually, I disagree with you. It's Jason Kidd, number 1.
That's fine.
Only one of those guys took his team to the finals.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Can I count AI? Because AI was playing point guard. AI
No, he was not.
Yes, he did. He played point
basketball.
Guard. After fucking 2002, he went back to point guard. And then when he played in Denver, he was playing point guard.
Allen Iverson was listed.
Playing point
No,
guard.
stop. I'm finna go through the years. In 2000, shooting guard. Point guard in 2005. Point guard 2005. Point guard, shooting guard in 2006, 2007. Shooting guard in Denver. Point guard, shooting guard in Denver. No, stop it.
It's about the same amount of time.
I said 6 years as point guard. He did not spend 6 years as a full-time point guard. Stop it.
Okay, whatever. Chris Paul.
Yes.
Don't fucking do that.
Yeah,
Don't fucking do that.
I said yes.
Don't fucking do that. Tony Parker.
Yes, of course. He's better than Chris Paul.
Tony Parker. Then we can get into like Chauncey Billups. Yeah, then we can get into Chauncey because then I'm gonna be saying people like Rondo and like Rondo's. I don't think Rondo's peak was in the 2000s. I think it was more 2010s. And I don't know. And Gilbert, I can't say Gilbert had a better career than Chauncey Billups did in the 2000s. Gilbert had a better couple years, but not career. So then we can get into Chauncey. But no, Chauncey's not a top 5 PG of the 2000s.
You're a liar.
He's not. I just named 5 people. You don't disagree.
Chauncey Billups got 5 All-Star selections.
Okay.
So what the fuck you talking about?
Everybody I named got more. I didn't name no scrubs. And I didn't even get to people like BD.
Or Steve Francis.
Yeah, Steve Francis is not better than Chauncey Billups. That's where I draw the motherfucking line. And
really?
I rock with Steve Francis. That's where I draw the motherfucking line. No. What did Steve Francis do after the Rockets switched jerseys?
Okay, you're right. He
got some All-Star appearances, but his All-Star appearances because we love him.
No, he made 3 All-Star appearances in a row.
Yeah, because we love him.
Nah, he had a spark.
He was averaging like 16 of the
he
he
had
like 16 when he had All-Star appearances.
He had a
spark when he started. And I didn't even say Stephon Marbury, who I think was a better player.
No, but this is my whole point.
But listen, I think Stephon Marbury was a better player.
So you think you got to be a Hall of Fame guy to be a generational talent?
Yeah, Steve Francis.
That's cap,
that's all, Steve. Hold on.
Cap. You
hold on. No.
And you still didn't even get into 10. I want to hear 10. You did not name 10.
I didn't. But no, I said Chauncey after that. Then I guess I can go like, then Chauncey. Then to me, I would say, maybe BD after Chauncey, Stephon Marbury, Gilbert. Or I might have to go Gilbert over Stephon. Gilbert, then Stephon Marbury, Deron Williams.
Yep.
Will probably round it out for me, personally.
Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But you still tweaking.
You said 3-time All-Star.
Somebody said Jameer Nelson.
No. So
now, no, wait a minute. Now we can agree on Jameer Nelson, not a generational point guard.
He's
only a one-time All-Star. No, he's only a one-time All-Star.
Steve Francis is not a generational point guard.
Steve Francis got a 3-time All-Star.
He's not a generational point guard. He's not generational. Steve Francis was very good. He's not generational. What the definition of generational mean? Generational definition.
I'm gonna win. You better not look this up. I'm about to cook you right now.
Relating to the characteristic of all the people born living at the same time, regarded collectively.
Exactly.
That's
you got
cooked. That's not even what. No, I didn't cook because that's not even how we use
because they're all related.
That's not even how we use generation.
Bro, do you know how many people play in the NBA every year? Stop sitting up here acting like you don't have to be one of 400 people to play in the league every day. To play in the league every year. And if you the top 25. 3 years in a row, 3 years, you're generational. Stop playing, man.
Generational, but okay.
All right, man.
You're really good.
Right, man.
You're very, very good. You're very, very good.
You want that bullshit. So let's get back to it. I actually really want to talk about this because I think this is important. I want you to actually talk about it first. Who is the MVP?
If I had to give it to somebody right now, I would give it to Shai Gilgeous.
And I need a real reason why. And not just NBA hot takes. I need a real, actual reason from you, and not like no 5 second. I give it to him because he young and ain't winning games. No, why?
I would give it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. The reason that I would give it to Shai is number one, he's averaging. He has the most total points. He's second in points per game. He's also leading the league in steals, and also. When I look at Shai, okay, like the other people that you have on the list, you might have Jokic, you might have Giannis, you might have nobody really has Tatum, but you might have Luka, you might have all these other people. I think you expected all these other teams to be good. I was somebody who thought the Thunder could win. I think I said they could be a top 4 seed, but at the same time, I didn't see the Thunder as being a team that could, possibly be the number 1 seed in the conference, possibly, and be a team that wins like 55-some games. And again, if you look at what Shai's doing it with, not to say that he's not doing it with people who can't play basketball, because obviously Chet, again, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year, but he'll get some votes. He'll be all rookie first team. He might even get some all defensive team votes. You do have Jalen Williams. You do have Lou Dort. You have players now. You have Gordon Hayward. You have players on that basketball team, but he doesn't have established veterans around him. And for him to be doing what he's doing with that team and being the main engine behind what they have going and behind this team, being, again, a second seed currently in the conference, I would have to give it to Shai Gilgeous. And again, also, like I said, it's not just his offense. He's also leading the league in steals. He might get on the all-defensive team. So in my personal opinion, I would have to go Shai. And I don't think there's any other real option unless the Thunder fall off a cliff and the Nuggets just continue to rise. I don't really see a way that you can not give it to Shai, personally. You muted.
Can you hear this fan in the background?
Barely.
All right. Well, for me, honestly, looking at the landscape, I really think it just depends on the way that the seeding shakes out. But the problem is that they usually vote for the MVP, I think, a week or 10 days before the season ends.
I think so.
So, if I'm gonna, okay. My issue with the MVP is we all know who the real MVP is.
Who?
It was Joel Embiid, without a doubt.
Yeah, but he died.
No, stop. So my point is, we all know who, even you can, and honestly, to me, his MVP case has gotten exponentially stronger since he got hurt than before he got hurt, because they have fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, but you can't get a man.
No, but
go
stop.
ahead.
He's not going to win it because of the rules. So just let me finish.
He's not going to win it because even on a regular year, he wouldn't win it.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead.
And I disagree with that, because on a regular year, he probably would have tried to come back and play. And now that he knows he lost the MVP, I would rather come back healthy next year with Maxey having a year of playoff experience as the man, and then us try to go at it as a duo. We get rid of Tobias, and we got Buddy Hield now. We can work on some things and really try to work on rebuilding and retooling a roster just to be a little more even balanced in the middle in terms of 2 through 4. But Embiid's injury really opened up what turned out to be like a large Grand Canyon-sized hole in the MVP race. Because to me, I like Shai, but I think that people disregard how good his team is. His team is as good as the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Cap.
It's as you're a liar.
Cap.
It is.
Cap.
Jalen Williams is
Cap.
better. Jalen Williams is better than everyone on the Timberwolves other than Anthony Edwards.
He better Rudy Gobert?
Yep. Now, what? I'm going to hit the button for myself.
Do good, though.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen,
Don't do
listen,
that.
bro,
No,
listen,
don't do that.
listen,
Don't do that.
No, but listen,
Don't
bro.
he left his-
No, but listen, bro.
Don't do that.
Listen, bro. So this nigga is better than somebody who's about to win Defense Player of the Year? That's what you
Yes.
put in?
Pound for pound, give me Jalen Williams. Nah, that's the name of the episode. Pound for pound, give me Jalen Williams
You
over
want
Rudy
Jalen?
Gobert.
So CP, stop lying. I know you don't believe this.
They got
I know you don't
KD,
believe
but we
this.
got
I
Jaden
know you don't believe-
McDaniels.
I know you don't believe this. I
They
know
got
you don't
KD,
believe
but we got
I know you
Jalen
don't
Williams.
believe this.
They
I know
got
you don't
Rudy,
believe
but we
this.
got
I
Jalen
know you don't
Williams.
believe this. I know you don't believe this. I know you do not believe this.
I'm
I know
dead
you do
ass.
not believe this. I know you don't believe this. I know you don't believe this. I know you don't believe this.
I
Ain't
do.
nobody on that team better than fucking Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards. Half the team ain't better than Jaden McDaniels.
So Jalen Williams not better than Jaden McDaniels.
It's debatable.
You do good though, bro. He
It's
averaging like
debatable.
18 and 6.
He scored the ball better, and Jaden McDaniels is giving you all world defense. Might be first team all defense. So what we doing?
He's not.
So what we doing?
He's not.
What we doing?
You wildin'.
What we doing?
You wildin'.
What we doing?
You wildin'.
Oh, fucking Cat? Who better than Cat?
Jalen
Who better than
Williams.
Cat?
No, stop.
He better than
Jalen-
Cat?
Stop.
Is he better than
Stop.
Cat?
Stop.
Is he better than Cat?
Cat
Is
was
he
an
better
all-star this year, right?
He fucking better than Cat.
Cat was an all-star this year,
Is
right?
he better than Cat?
Cat was an all-star this year, right?
Yes, they should have had 3
Technically-
all-stars.
technically, no.
Ain't no fucking technically. When
Technically,
had
no.
Jalen Williams might
Jalen
never
Williams
be better
averaging
than Cat.
21 points a game right now.
I don't give a fuck if he averages 30. He ain't better than Cat.
He averaging 21 right now, 15.6 shots a game.
In the goddamn starting
45%
lineup,
shooting
G,
from the
it's
3,
3 people.
44% from the field goal. Cat ain't doing that.
G, Cat is averaging right now, bro. Call Anthony Towns is averaging.
Not shooting better. Not shooting better.
Call
Not
Anthony
shooting
Towns.
better at any spot on the floor than
Call
Jalen
Anthony
Williams.
Towns is shooting 43%
He's averaging
from
one more
three
point a game
and-
than him.
G, he's shooting 43% from 3 and 51% from the field.
And Jalen Williams shooting better. And he's averaging, and Cat is only averaging one more point a game. And Cat is taking the same amount of shots a game as him.
And Cat probably giving you more rebounds. And Cat just been a better basketball player than Jalen Williams.
Actually, Cat is taking. I'm sorry, Cat taking 1.7 more shots a game than him.
Jalen Williams is not better than Cat, bro. Not now. No. Rudy Gobert, Call Anthony. There's no team to team. Excuse me. It's no comparison. We can even go to the bench. Before Gordon Hayward got there, the whole bench better. Tell me who on the Thunder bench outside of Gordon Hayward. And don't look at the fucking roster. You thinking too hard.
I'm not looking at the roster.
Tell me.
You got Jalen Williams.
He ain't on the bench. Oh,
What you mean?
Jalen
The other
Williams.
Jalen.
Okay, fair. The other. Okay. Who ain't better than Nas? Ain't better than, and definitely ain't better than Nas Reed.
Aaron Wiggins, because he's
Not
on my
better than Nas
fantasy
Reed.
team. He's
not
very
better than Nas
good.
Reed. He
He's
ain't better
not
than Nas Reed. So what
He's
are
not
we
better
doing?
than Nas Reed.
Team
Okay.
ain't no comparison.
Yeah, but I think that they're like this.
They're not like this, bro. Player like this.
Then why
over
one
here,
got a better
player.
record?
Huh?
And Chet Holmgren.
First and foremost.
Chet Holmgren not better than
What
Nas
has-
Reed.
Yes. Chet Holmgren better
Chet
than Nas.
Holmgren not better than Jaden McDaniels.
Yes. Keep going. Keep
Wait a
going.
minute. Wait a minute.
Keep going.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Keep
minute.
going.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Keep
So
going.
Chet, wait a minute. Wait. So Chet Holmgren is better than Nas Reed and Jaden McDaniels, but Jalen Williams not better than them.
Jalen Williams. No. I said he was. I said he wasn't better than Cat.
Don't do that.
I said
do
he
good,
was better than Cat and Rudy Gobert. Because he's fucking not.
Whenever somebody talk to you about Rudy Gobert, that's how you feel.
Talking about
Gee, what do you mean? He's about to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's going to be
Literally.
first team all defense, and he's anchoring the best defense in the NBA. They're winning games because of their defense. Period.
All right.
Period. No.
All right.
And also, what do you mean why they better? Have you seen Chris Finch? He's still learning how to coach. He got better, but he learned it. The Thunder coach might win Coach of the Year.
Mark Daigneault.
Yeah.
Chris Finch might win Coach of the Year.
No, it should be Mark Daigneault. Right. Chris Finch got working with way more talent than what Mike Daigneault is. Mike Daigneault over there scheming up some shit every night.
All right, whatever.
So no, but continue about who should be. I cut you off.
But for me, no, it's fine. It's fine. Good arguments, good banter. But for me, I think it really just boils down and shakes down to the seeding. I personally think if the Mavericks end up with the top 5 seed, Luka should be the MVP. Across the board, generational numbers have been put up, period. Every time you see him, it's been compared to Mike, Wilt, damn near on some Wemby shit, which is crazy, by the way. Did you see that Wemby step back, no-look 3 against Kyle Anderson, G?
No-look 3, G. So hold on.
You didn't see that?
No-look 3. I saw it. I was like, okay, good shot.
No, it was a no-look 3. Literally, he turned, he shot the ball and turned around before it even went in. He wasn't looking at the shit.
No-look 3, G.
Okay, fine.
It was a great shot. That was a good shot.
Okay, fine. Not no look 3. The 3 where he turned around and Steph Curry the 3.
It was a great shot.
He did that off the ISO.
It was a good shot.
He's 7'5".
Okay, it was a good shot, bro.
He made Shaq look small. But anyways, back to the MVP. Luka Doncic to me is the clear MVP if they can get to a top 5 seed. I think the numbers that he's been putting up this year have been generational. They've obviously bolstered their bench. Kyrie Irving has been in and out of the lineup all year long, but the one consistent has been Luka Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been his normal inconsistent self, but the one consistent has been Luka Doncic. And I think that, if we're talking about team play, if the Nuggets have the number 1 seed when the writers go in to vote, it should be Jokic. But if the Nuggets don't, I really think it should be Luka. I think Luka did the most with the least this year. Stop it. No, I'm being dead ass.
Cap.
I disagree with that because I'm a Luka fan, so therefore I pay attention to Mavericks Twitter. Have you ever seen that meme where somebody had on a white Air Force One, but the big toe was cut out, so they painted over it with white paint?
No.
The Mavericks fans was tweeting before the season, they ain't do nothing with this roster. They tweeted literally, it's a meme of a video of a dude with a white Air Force One on, and his toe is cut out. The toe part cut out. He just painted over with white paint, so it looked like it's a shoe. So the fans knew that the roster wasn't redone, it wasn't rebuilt, it wasn't retooled. You go get Grant Williams. We already knew that wasn't gonna work out. And then you retool the roster, and they've been playing better since they retooled the roster. But Luka, if Luka doesn't score, if Luka doesn't get 32, 8, and 8 every night, his average goes down. If they get to that top 5 seed, you cannot tell me that what you watched this year from him has not been better than what you saw Russ MVP year. It has been.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
No, it hasn't.
It has, and they're going to win more games.
He's not averaging a triple-double. And they're probably not going to win more games. Didn't Russ win 48 games that year, something like that? Wasn't it 47, 48 games? And Luka getting to a top 5 seed, although his numbers are great, him getting to a top 5 seed doesn't supersede what Shai is doing unless the Thunder fall off a cliff. If the Thunder win, if the fucking Thunder win 55 games, Luka's averages ain't that much better than Shai. And Shai leading the league in steals. Now, if the Mavericks somehow jump up to the 2 seed, well, okay, cool. But no, Luka's numbers for the team he has, when you compare them to what Shai's numbers are, for also the record that he has and the team he has, aren't so good that he should get him over Shai. Just no.
I personally disagree with that.
I can't do it. Shai is leading the league in total points. He's second in points per game. He's leading the league in steals by a pretty good margin.
But is it just about points?
Huh? I just told you leading the league in steals.
Okay.
What the fuck? Defense don't matter.
Allen Iverson led the league in steals.
He won MVP. He won MVP. He won MVP.
Okay.
He won MVP that year. He won MVP.
Okay.
When Steph led the league in steals, he won MVP.
Okay, you're right.
Won MVP.
But Steph also
average
his
30.
Team, and his
31.
Team won 72 games, 73 games.
Listen, I didn't say he shouldn't have won it. I just said he also led the league in steals. That's what I said. It's not like I know Luka like
Your mic is, I don't know, maybe it's my connection, but yeah, your mic kind of broke up a little bit, but it's all good. I'm listening.
That was my whole point. Like, yeah, I know that Luka averaging 34, 8 and 8, but Shai averaging 31, 6 and 6, and leading league in steals. And they probably gonna win 50 to 55 games. Nothing Luka is doing should put him over Shai. And he playing with Kyrie Irving.
Man, Pavy know he arguing with someone who doesn't value defense.
And again, he playing with Kyrie Irving.
But is Shai a lockdown defender to you?
Lockdown, no, but he's one of the best guard defenders in the league. When we used to talk about the point guard or shooting guard position, especially in isolation, there's an actual stat that he's literally one of the best in the league. I saw the stat; he's one of the best.
All right, I can't argue against it. I just
now,
think,
granted, he's also.
I just think we're a year too premature.
I agree. I think that we're probably giving it to him premature, but it's like on some Derrick Rose shit. When D Rose got the MVP, it kind of came out of nowhere, bro. It came out of nowhere.
The Bulls were nowhere near as. I don't think the Bulls, top to bottom, had anywhere near as good of a team as the Thunder have.
Luol Deng, even though, and I'm
Luol Deng is not going to give you 21 a game. Chet Holmgren is going to be a generational player. What are we talking about? Chet Holmgren not going to be a generational player?
You talking about what he going to be and what he is right now. Which
he's still a G. He's still a G.
You have fucking Joakim Noah.
Who you rather right now? Carlos Booz or Chet Holmgren?
Is Noah generational?
Who you rather right now? Jalen Williams or Joakim Noah? Or Jalen Williams or Luol Deng?
That's a toss-up.
Who you rather, Josh Giddey or Ronnie Brewer?
I mean, obviously Josh Giddey.
Okay, then stop fucking playing with me.
But listen to what I'm saying, though. Luol Deng in that era was giving you 18 points when the fucking lead score was across the board.
I ain't gonna lie. Luol Deng, G. If Luol was playing today, G.
What are we doing?
If Luol was playing today, he might be. Actually, he got a better career than Chris Middleton.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. You're a liar.
He doesn't. No, see, now we got to draw the motherfucking line.
No, all right, bro.
Chris Middleton is a goddamn champion as a damn second option. He does not have a better career than Chris Middleton. No, he don't. And Chris Middleton is 3 times. There you go, Chris Middleton. Is Chris Middleton a generational player? 3-time All-Star.
Luol Deng, 2-time All-Star, 15 seasons played. He made the playoffs 7 years. Chris Middleton technically averaged 2.1 more points. Luol Deng averaged 1.3 more rebounds. Middleton averages 1.6 more assists. Middleton averages 0.2 more steals per game. Luol has scored 13,361. Middleton has scored more. Luol has grabbed almost 2,000 more rebounds than Middleton.
I'm playing with Giannis, though. Fuck them rebounds.
Middleton shoots better from Luol from the field and free throw point per game. Middleton, obviously, we know is highest. Huh?
It don't matter. He was the second goddamn option.
What have I been saying about it for his whole career?
He was the second option on a championship team.
Mid-old.
He was the second option on a championship team. What the fuck, bro?
That's your opinion.
All right, man.
You're entitled.
Everyone's opinion. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's move on. I want to get, and I don't know how soon you got to go because I know we got to get to the game later. I want to hear from you. Talk about the NBA East, who is currently making the play-in, and what's your thoughts about it? Do you think, because currently the play-in is, in the East is not as tight as it is in the West, but it's gonna get there. What do you think about it?
I think that the Hawks and the Bulls should. I don't give a fuck, and I think that the two teams that should come out of there, if they have any sense, are probably the Magic and the Pacers. Now, I do think that the Raptors, maybe, especially now that Trae Young is hurt, but the Hawks, for whatever reason, have won 2 straight games without Trae Young, whatever that's about. Shout out Jalen Johnson. He's been playing great. And if you picked him on your fantasy team, I'm sure you have been a very happy person all year. But I don't really care about the East play-in. Like, none of these teams are really going to have an impact on what happens unless for some reason, like the Heat drop down, or like the Sixers drop down, and Embiid comes back or something like that. But none of the teams in the East play-in are gonna have an impact. None of the teams in the East play-in.
So you're telling me that the Pacers can't beat the Cavs?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But also, I don't think the Pacers are gonna stay in the play-in. Me personally, I think that the Pacers move up, and I think. No, listen. Listen. I don't.
I
think
know a lot of people think I hate on Donovan Mitchell. I don't think I'm not a hater on Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is going to be a Hall of Famer, bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer. He
We
is
haven't even seen Halliburton in the playoff series.
Stop. He is a generational player, generational talent, generational athleticism. So this is no hate on Donovan Mitchell. But Donovan Mitchell will never be the best player on a championship-led team. And in any given round, I cannot go into that in the Eastern Conference and say that he will be the best player on the floor every single night. And that is in literally every series but the Hawks because Trae Young is hurt. But he's only out for a month. He might come back with 4 weeks left in the season. I think the Cavaliers have no guy on their team that can be the best player in every series that they will play.
Who in the play-in has a guy that could be the best?
Halliburton? Siakam?
No.
Siakam can't be better than him.
I don't know. I don't agree with you. And again,
I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Not agreeing with me.
I fuck with Halliburton, but again, I have not seen Halliburton's work in the playoff setting yet. I haven't. Also, I think the Pacers move up out of the play-in, and I think Philly, with the absence of Joel Embiid, moves in the play-in. So I don't think Philly, the Magic, definitely not the Bulls, definitely not the Hawks.
And also, if Philly end up in the play-in, the people better start praying.
Why?
Better pray that man don't walk through that door. You better pray that man don't walk through that door. Look,
if we can't listen.
If you in the East, you better pray that man don't walk through that door. You want to know why? No, wait, real quick. Because number one, you have no scouting on this new team. They got Kyle Lowry and Buddy Hield now. You have absolutely no scouting on this new team. You're gonna have to literally play them and out-adjust them on the fly. And who is the master of making adjustments?
To be fair,
it's Nick Nurse. So if you're in the East, you better pray that man don't walk through that door. And you better pray that they stay in the 6th seed and not fall to the play-in. Because you know what I can see happening? The Celtics losing to the 76ers in the first round, and everybody going to say it's a fluke. And I'm going to say, nah, the MVP just walked through the door. You added a Hall of Fame caliber championship point guard.
I thought you about to call Buddy Hield the Hall of Fame.
And you added a generational shooter, which you cannot argue against Buddy Hield being a generational shooter.
Yeah, for sure.
And Kelly Oubre really, like around the time Embiid was getting hurt, came back car. And he was balling.
Okay, but here's my thing about the Sixers as well. Yes, all of those things you said are true, but also they all got to learn how to play together too because they ain't played together too. So that is also a thing too. But yes, I am with you. Darren Falk, shout out to you. Appreciate the donation. If Sixers in the play-in and Embiid ain't coming back, I mean, if he's healthy to play, you play. But
how much that man just donate? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought.
Like if he's healthy to play, you play. But I just don't know. I just think with Embiid is a guy you really got to be careful with, especially considering his injury history. Like he's had back injuries. Remember, I think we all forget he missed his first 2 seasons. Was it even 2 or 3 seasons with injury? So I think Embiid is a guy you just got to be careful with. And like if he's not 100% healthy, I don't know if you rush him back. But if he's healthy and he comes back and play, I definitely agree with you. That's a scary first round matchup with somebody. I'm not, running through walls to play Embiid first round. But if I'm a team like the Bucks or I'm a team like the Sixers, I mean, shit. Like what? If
the Bucks lose to the 76ers in the first round,
be insane.
The internet is gonna be we think certain people are getting cooked on the internet today. It's gonna be generational for Doc Rivers.
It would be crazy.
It's gonna be generational for Doc Rivers. When I say it's gonna be generational for Dame too, because you know the Warriors fans, they waiting. Oh, they waiting. Because everybody been comparing Dame to Steph for the whole time they was in that little. They're waiting. Oh. If it happens, bro, I'm gonna pray for Doc because I love Doc.
So
you might not ever see Doc again. He might expel himself from the country like they did Napoleon. After that war when he led all them motherfuckers in the Russia. It's gonna be bad, bro. Generationally bad. But let's move on. Who makes the West play-in?
If I'm looking at this, the West play-in is kind of hard. Man, the West is kind of hard. Obviously, I think that the Warriors and the Lakers will probably be the last 2 seeds. But then those 7th and 8th, I think they'll just continue to flip until I think 5 to 8 will continue to flip until basically it's time for the playoffs. Like that one is hard. But if I had to pick, I think I would say the Suns, and I think I would say man, the Suns and the Mavericks. And that is an insane play in. And I think the West play in is a play in that can cause trouble for teams, because I think any of those teams that end up in the West play in can spell trouble for those top 2 seeds teams, because I just don't trust. I don't fully trust the top 2 seeds. Like the Thunder, I've said all those great things about Shai, but at the same time, we've yet to see Shai's work in a playoff series. Also, the Thunder have a Josh Giddey problem. Josh Giddey really can't shoot. Now, luckily for them, they did pick up Gordon Hayward, which I think will pay huge dividends for them in the playoffs, because he's another floor spacer and he kind of fits what they want to do. And you don't have to have Josh Giddey in the game now, who, if you have Josh Giddey in the game, teams are literally not going to guard him. And also, if you look at the Warriors, you look at the Lakers, those are teams where you think that if you get them in a playoff series, like, you know, I know they've had struggles throughout the season, but if you get them in a playoff series, that's when championship mindset, and that's when age, and that's when experience kicks in more. So I think that if either one of those teams gets in, it's trouble for somebody. And if it's the Mavericks or the Suns, can you imagine you worked hard all year to win 50 games, and your glorious reward is you got to guard Devin Booker and Kevin Durant 7 times in 2 weeks, where you work hard all season, and your glorious reward is you have to guard Kyrie Irving and fucking Luka Doncic, even if it's the Pelicans or if it's the Kings. Can you imagine you work hard all season and then your glorious reward is Zion running into you 7 times in 2 weeks, or B.I. getting his 25? And don't forget, you still got CJ who can get 20. You still got Jonas. You got Herb Jones. You got Trey Murphy. Or if it's the Kings, you work hard all year and you got to chase De'Aaron Fox. You got to deal with Sabonis. So the West playing is the one that's the most appealing to me because of the top 2 seeds. And I think that whoever gets it can spell trouble for those top 2 seeds, in my personal opinion. So yeah.
Interesting. For me personally, in terms of the West play-in, I think the 4 teams are actually going to be. I have the Warriors, the Kings. I have the Lakers, and then I'm going to actually pick the Mavericks. But I think that what the Mavericks will do is they'll win the play-in. But I will say this: I think the play-in matchups depend on the Nuggets and how they choose to finish the season. Because I think that the Nuggets are in a championship level type of mode. So if you're in a championship level type of mode, if you're the Denver Nuggets, my main thing and my main concern is health and making sure that we go into the playoffs whole as one piece. So when I'm looking at the landscape, if I'm the Nuggets, maybe we do rest Joker for 3 to 5 games over the stretch to make sure he's healthy and he plays the last week so he can, maintain his rhythm. And then we go and we figure out whoever we play in the play-in. From that scenario, if I am in the play-in, I am at all costs, trying to see the Thunder or the Timberwolves, like first, honestly. And for me, it's a pick 'em. I really think it's matchup based. If I'm the Lakers, I really want to play the Thunder. If I am the Warriors, I actually really want to play the Timberwolves. Now, theoretically, that's a bad matchup because of rebounding. But I think that with the Warriors' new style with Clay and CP3 off the bench, they can pretty much run the floor, and they have a couple guys that can play make all game long. And I think Wiggins is going to be the biggest X factor in this series. But listen to Draymond Green podcast. He thinks the Warriors can win a championship. I think Steph still, believes it. I didn't believe that they can beat the Celtics or that they can get to the championship that year. So if they do it this year, I wouldn't be surprised. So those are the 4 teams that I'm looking at to go into the play-in. I think the Suns actually do escape the play-in, and they play the Nuggets in the first round. And to me, if I'm the Suns, I kind of welcome that matchup, because if you win that matchup, you really got the easiest road to the finals. Because then after that, you play the Thunder or whoever would be that 7th seed, and whoever's the 4 and 5, which would either be the Clippers or the Pelicans, would play whoever would be the 1 seed, which would be the Thunder. I would much rather go into that matchup playing that number 2 seed or that number 7 seed if I'm those teams than going in playing the 4 or 5 or the number 1 seed, especially because whoever's the number 1 seed coming off of that, they're going to be riding high off of momentum. So I'm looking at whoever is that number 1 seed to actually play well in the second round. But I think that the first round will be at least 3 or 4 upsets across the board. And I just hope that it ain't Doc. And I hope to God, that it's not the Nuggets, because I do think that the Suns have the opportunity to, and they could beat the Nuggets in a 7-game series because of the fact that they do have 3 guys that could get hot for 4 games.
I'm not mad at that.
Yep. So last topic of the show. Man, this kid he's been generational. He really has.
I'm cool with you saying that. Yes, he's been generational.
I think generational. I think other than Magic Johnson and Wilt Chamberlain, Victor Wembanyama is the greatest rookie in NBA history.
No, there's Shaq.
No, not better. Not better. Not better. Not better. Not better.
Shaq,
not better. Not better.
Can you please look at Shaq's rookie year?
Not better.
Can you please look at Shaq's rookie year?
Not better.
There's Shaq. There's
not
David
better.
Robinson. There was LeBron. There's Luka. It's going to sound crazy, but Melo did take his team to the playoffs. It did not great. I think they did add more than just Melo, but he was the main clog of his team getting to the playoffs. But yeah, Larry Bird, the fucking team won, I think 40 more games when he came in. So but he is on the short list of best rookie seasons ever, and what he's doing so far is incredible. And again, like I said, for me, the main thing with Wemby that I love is the fact that he competes. The fact that he competes is my personal opinion. He said it's not a better rookie than Wemby this season. No, in NBA history, fuck out of here. But the thing I love about Wemby is that he competes. Obviously, you can see his skill level.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you this. I'll agree with the Shaq one.
David Robinson. Granted, David Robinson was like 23, but David Robinson.
Nah, I don't want to hear that.
Look at David Robinson's rookie season.
No, stop. Shaq was 20. That's why I said I'll give you that.
Okay.
David Robinson, no, G.
Michael Jordan?
G, he was a grown-ass man, G.
He was a grown-ass man.
He was in a whole-ass
Jordan,
Navy.
No, stop, bro. Stop, G.
I'm going to be honest.
Oh, my God.
I wasn't born in. But I can't say it was more impressive.
You just said Magic Johnson, and you just said Wilt Chamberlain. You don't even know nobody else born Wilt Chamberlain was a fucking rookie.
Huh?
Do you even know a human being?
But Magic won a ring, G. They made rules to stop Wilt, G. They're not making no rules to stop Wemby. Not yet.
Because they can't make. How you gonna make a rule to stop Wemby, G? What rule you gonna make?
I don't know. They gonna figure it out, G.
What rule you gonna make, bro?
Wait till the averaging 40, 15, 4 blocks, 2 steals, and 5 assists a game.
You're not gonna average 40, 15, and 2 blocks. The only reason being is because Wemby. Also, the thing I love about Wemby is he plays the game the right way. Like there's so many times where it's like he could just shoot that bitch 100 times, and it's like he'll go and make I think there was a play where he directed the point guard to pass to the corner, and then pass it to him, and then he did like a give and go. I think it was with Devin Vassell. I think it was. So when he plays the game the correct way, I'm happy that he got drafted by the Spurs. I'm happy the league figured that out. I think the league figured that out. I'm happy the league figured that out. I'm happy he didn't end up in fucking Charlotte with them boys. I'm happy he didn't end up in fucking Portland where bigs go to die.
Gold chains and
literally
make a rap album. Literally would have been making French drill music
with fucking Miles Bridges. I'm so happy he didn't end up there. I'm happy he didn't end up.
By the way, that might be the name of this episode. Whitby would have been making French drill music.
Literally. Happy he didn't end up in fucking Detroit. But no, I mean,
that's goddamn hilarious.
But yeah, obviously, like you got to be impressed with what Wemby's doing on the basketball court this season.
Yeah, I agree. So we're off to live our lives and then go ahead and head to see LeBron, hopefully, and AD versus the Clippers.
Tonight?
I told you, bro, every time I go see LeBron, I've only seen LeBron play once, and he was mid that game. He scored like 20 points. I'm like, what is this? even you was like, yeah, that was a terrible game from LeBron. I remember you telling me that. I'm like, gee, come on. So I'm going to see LeBron cover the game, and we'll see how it goes. So this is your boy TPJ. As always, follow me at HoopsNBrews, HoopsNBrews. Make sure you subscribe. If you're watching this, please drop a like on the video, as well as drop a comment. Let us know who you think won the most debates today. And who you think had the better arguments. As always, this show co-stars rap extraordinaire Pavy. Talk to the people.
As always, man, follow me on everyone on the internet at pavyworld. I should probably start putting at pavyworld up here, but at pavyworld. Make sure y'all check out my new record, FaceTime is Dangerous, which is out now. The video is shot by this guy who was just on the pod, TPJ. And yeah, as always, man, appreciate you guys, and we'll be back soon. I've been in another